Hey guys, so this week we were supposed to have a conversation with someone from a cultural context different from our own, and I was actually able to have a conversation with my wife. We grew up in very different cultural context. I grew up in a very small rural farming town in eastern Pennsylvania, and from German descent. My wife, on the other hand, grew up in a half Italian, half Mexican family, right on the outskirts of Chicago, Illinois, one of the biggest cities in our country. So our contexts were definitely very different. Our families of upbringing were definitely very different. And one of the things that she said when it came to building friendships and relationships is everything centered around food, which is no surprise given the Italian side of her family. But everything centered around the meal. You served people by feeding them, by making sure that they were well fed. Meals were like a big event. You'd go over, and there would be these massive feasts on a random Tuesday afternoon. It's never just a small dinner, it's a three-course meal like Thanksgiving. People would always say you can never go small when you go to the Diaz's house. So food was just the center of everything. It was everything centered around the meals. Your day was structured around your meals. It's what are you doing for breakfast? What are you doing for lunch? What are you doing for dinner? Do you have food? Do you want to come over? We'll put extra food on the grill for you. Everything centered around food, and that was how you built friendships and relationships, just by sharing meals together, breaking bread together. In my context, growing up, meals were just a means to an end. It was so you could carry on with your day. It was a quick pit stop. Um, Eat a sandwich at lunchtime, and then you're good to go. So it's definitely very different. Thinking about meals being kind of that relationship building side of it. As far as questions from this week's topic, I guess my biggest question is, how do you find the balance between entering a culture and learning from them versus making sure you still share the gospel? Because that can go kind of either way. You can go in and just start telling people about Jesus, completely ignorant of their culture and no idea who you're talking to, just giving them this blanket gospel. On the other hand, you can spend so much time just learning from them that the conversation of Jesus never comes up. So, how do you find that balance between learning and understanding who they are, where they come from, how they think, how they live, versus still bringing the gospel to them?